Good evening, respected dignitaries. I am Dr. Man Simran from India. I hope all of you are doing hale and hearty in this COVID-19 pandemic. My topic of presentation is rather an important one for us diagnosticians. It is oral malignancy in light of COVID-19 pandemic. Before I begin the presentation, I want to extend a great shout out to all the COVID-19 warriors across the globe who have been working so hard to protect us from this deadly virus. Thanks to all of you. I'll start the presentation with the word inflammation. What is inflammation? Inflammation is body's response to any injury or any infectious agent. It is of two types, which is acute and chronic. Now, acute is short-lived and chronic inflammation is the one which we will be talking about and emphasizing upon. It leads to release of, secretion of pro-inflammatory cytokines or chemokines through the monocytes and the macrophages, which is primarily released from the liver. All these cytokines, interleukin 1, TNF alpha, interleukin 6, CRP, SSA, from liver, they go into the circulation. CRP, which is C-reactive protein, is the member of the pentaxin family, which was first identified by Tillet and Francis in 1930. It is found to be elevated in diseases such as diabetes mellitus, hypertension, rheumatoid arthritis, Alzheimer's, and various malignancies which have been enumerated here. Recently, it has been postulated to be increased in oral squamous cell carcinoma and OPMDs, which are oral potentially malignant disorders, such as oral leukoplakia, oral lichen planus, and OSMF, which, if go undetected, might lead to conversion into oral cancer, in which there are also increased in inflammatory biomarkers as mentioned before. Now, inflammation here in this model plays a very, very important part. That is increase in the acute phase proteins such as these in OPMDs as well as oral squamous cell carcinoma. This is a very, very important step because early detection of OPMDs can lead to saving of n number of lives, because there will be very, very less conversion of OPMDs to oral squamous cell carcinomas if they are detected at an early stage. To substantiate the increase in CRP, we had done an original research pre-COVID, in which we reported an increase in CRP in OPMDs versus the controls. There was a significant difference between the CRP levels in both the serum and saliva, as well as there was a positive correlation between these two parameters. Now, COVID-19 and inflammation, how are they interrelated? SARS-CoV-2, as all of us know, has an affinity for the lung cells. Now, that leads to increase in the local immune response. How? By the release of the inflammatory cytokines by T and B cell immune responses. And they are known as inflammatory biomarkers. Now, this is the link. This is ACE2 converting enzyme ACE, which is rightly called, is a homologue of ACE, that is angiotensin converting enzyme, which mediates the conversion of angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2. Now, this is another very, very important link. This is basically the another inflammatory biomarker which we're going to talk about. Now, SARS-CoV-2 has an affinity for ACE2 receptors, which mediates the conversion. I'm repeating this. It mediates the conversion of angiotensin 1 and angiotensin 2. Now, SARS-CoV-2, if it goes on binding to the ACE2 receptor, will lead to the exhaustion of ACE2 receptor and increase the elevated angiotensin 2 will be there. Now, the angiotensin 2 has been postulated to have a pro-neoplastic role in oral carcinogenesis. That is the emphasis of this hypothesis, that angiotensin 2 is also, basically is expressed in the oral mucosal epithelial cells, through the ACE2 receptor. When it binds to the ACE2 receptor, angiotensin 2 gets elevated because there is exhaustion of the ACE2 receptors. So angiotensin 2 and CRP are interrelated because it is another inflammatory biomarker which increases the CRP levels in the body due to various causes which are present here: oxidative stress, inflammation, endothelial dysfunction, and also other things. Now, how are we going to emphasize upon COVID-19 and oral cancer in this lockdown? Study in Bengaluru, basically report which was through the NCRP, reports that there was surge of oral cancer of cases which was the most prevalent, that is oral cancer in 2020 as compared to 2010. So there was increase in the oral cancer cases in the COVID-19 lockdown. Now, inflammatory biomarkers, COVID-19 and oral cancer, how are they interrelated? One of the reasons is stress. Stress in the COVID-19 lockdown, that stress has obviously got a relationship with inflammation. So that can lead to increase in the inflammatory biomarkers. That might be due to the lockdown, that might be due to depression, people who are not able to go out. Then there was relapse of the deleterious habits as well, because they were not able to go out and they were not able to continue their habits. That is why post lockdown they did more of those smoking and these gutka chewing habits. Then lack of regular checkups, which might have there was missing of this, we could miss this conversion of the OPMDs into the malignancy. Now, to conclude my hypothesis, I want to say that the connecting link between these two is inflammatory biomarkers. Inflammation is the connecting link between COVID-19 and oral squamous cell carcinoma. And the question which arises is, can COVID-19 be a predisposing factor to oral cancer, or is it the opposite? Like, is oral cancer, it leads to susceptibility of COVID-19? This has to be researched. Studies have to be done on that. So the future prospects of that are basically the incidence and prevalence of oral squamous cell carcinoma in patients suffering of COVID-19 has to be checked. And clinical studies and research regarding the inflammatory biomarkers in the association of COVID-19 and their correlation with oral squamous cell carcinoma has to be assessed. This is the basis of this formulation of the hypothesis. So to conclude with, I want to say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, which was said by the great Benjamin Franklin. And if we prevent these OPMDs, obviously we are we'll be very, very successful in preventing the conversion of the diseases into malignancy for sure, and saving ample amount of patients. Thank you. Have a nice day. These are my references.